was mobile, location, and how does it lead to commerce. I thought I had a video which will sum up the whole presentation. So in case you want to miss the presentation, this video should be one thing you should carry in mind. So, sorry, just audio.
Technology continues to transform our lives. How we communicate, how we seek and receive information, how we are entertained. And now, even how we shop is dramatically changing. There are more ways than ever to instantly connect with retailers, information, and people, giving us the intelligence to make better decisions that ultimately make us smarter shoppers. For customers like Allison, the shopping experience is no longer confined to the physical walls of a store. Shopping has become omnipresent, a pervasive activity woven into every aspect of her life, giving her the ability to control when, where, and how she shops. And it all starts anywhere. Beyond physical stores, call centers, and retail websites, imagine Allison starting her shopping experience by using her home TV to select an item an actress is wearing on her favorite show. Or using her mobile phone to take a photo of an item she sees while walking downtown. From awareness and research to purchase, pickup, and support, shopping will become a collection of discrete interactions seamlessly woven together into a continuous customer dialogue. Shopping will be more tailored and engaging for Allison because the retailers she trusts will have a real-time awareness of her shopping patterns, preferences, and needs, and the ability to proactively provide her with relevant products, promotions, and personalized service when and where she needs them. A personal shopper can be made aware of Allison's presence and greet her as she enters the store, offering dedicated assistance. Or relevant offers and product recommendations can be delivered to her mobile phone based on her proximity to a store or as she enters a department or aisle. The shopping experience will be a collaborative, interactive effort for Allison. She will be able to engage with anyone in real time, including retail employees, her social network, and outside experts. Imagine one of your fashion design associates presenting a new clothing line to Allison via holographic telepresence in her home. She can then visit your store to determine the perfect fit and virtually customize her selected item's style, color, and pattern, all while getting her friend's opinion from miles away. Ultimately, shopping will become truly experiential, fully immersing shoppers into environments that blend the realities of the physical world with the discovery and entertainment facets of the digital world. Allison can redecorate her family room by simply uploading a video to her local store, where she can then experience how new furniture and wall coverings will look before making a major purchase. Or try out that new set of golf clubs on a virtual 18-hole course to make sure she has the right set before actually hitting the links. It's all possible, and it will change forever the way we shop.
Yeah, so clearly, while mobile is an important part of the ecosystem, the shopping experience is going to be, in and across most of the devices, not just the mobile part. So that was the first point I wanted to make. So in the next 18 odd minutes, what I want to do is a little bit of introduction of myself, and if you have any problem, if you don't like anything that I'm speaking, that's where you can complain. Okay, so make sure I get to know what you don't like. So just a line about 9 to 10 years of Group M, and I just moved one day to start this new setup. And we'll reveal the setup more as we go ahead. But today is not about me and what I do. Today is more about this point. That's how will mobile change commerce? And this, thanks to AdTech, the first time the company logo is actually displayed. So thank you, AdTech, for giving us this opportunity. Okay, and thank you very much. We are a startup. We need a lot of this. So thank you very much. So quickly, if you have to go ahead, I thought first let me thank some of the contributors. So a lot of what I'm saying is coming from Mashable. That's like my mecca. I definitely revert to it whenever I'm making or want to get my thoughts clear. What are you seeing? Largely, the expression of thoughts come from YouTube. I have not made them, but a lot of content there. D2C from Japan for sharing some good case studies. Okay. And also want to say sorry, sorry because a lot of examples that I'm sharing are not India specific. So I know there'll be a lot of tweets saying that, hey, why not anything about India? I'm just trying to be politically correct, not saying something about one brand against another brand. So that's just my excuse for not showing stuff from India. And a lot of examples I'm showing are also Apple, OS kind of dominated. So I'm really sorry, but when you're presenting something, if you're not presenting things are done on Apple, you're probably not considered cool. But hey, that's my excuse again. So let's get on with it. Okay, I'm just trying to make 5 points and maybe show 6 more videos. That's about it, and we go on for lunch. And the 5 points that I feel which will transform a lot on the commerce part. Okay, point number 1, shop is going to get more fascinating, and what the first video showed. And if you followed the 2 keynote speakers today, everybody talk about shopping getting like really, really sexy. Shopping is going to get more social, obviously. I mean, that's the key point we all have been talking about. Brick and mortar will turn to mobile as well. That's my 3rd point. And that wasn't what I'm supposed to do. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, and return on innovation. So the new ROI term that's coming in this space will be the return on innovations. And the 5th one is, our identity is clearly going to be in our pocket, the mobile phone. Okay, so let me get on with this 5 points. But the important point is these 5 points are not at all exclusive to each other. A lot of it that these 5 points say are so much involved with each other. It's so difficult to remove one point separate it from the other. So all the 5 points. So you're going to see examples and you wonder why was it put in point number 2? It probably resembled point number 1. But hey, that's how the technology is moving towards. Okay, so point number 1 quickly, shopping is going to get more fascinating. And again, one more video which I thought will capture what I want to say better.
I'm here to tell you about one of my favorite apps that helps do what I love to do. It's called Shopkick. You get all this free stuff with it just for shopping. Shopkick gives you rewards at thousands of stores across the country, like Target, Best Buy, Macy's, and here at Toys R Us. Okay, today I'm buying a gift for my 7-year-old niece. Let's go have some fun. Just fire up Shopkick, walk into the store, and collect points just for walking in. I haven't even bought anything yet. It's amazing. Inside the store, Shopkick lets you collect more kicks. The app also shows you the best offers and what other people liked in the store. Oh, this little guy looks like something my niece would love. And now, you can collect kicks on qualifying purchases with your linked Visa credit or debit card with Shopkick's new Buy and Collect program. Just link your card once and then pay as usual with your Visa credit card at participating stores. Everyone uses their kicks in different ways. It just depends what your interests are. Gift cards, movie tickets, fashion, games, or donations to charity. Well, I gotta run. But do yourself a favor. Go to the App Store and try Shopkick. It's free and easy. And those are 2 words everyone loves.
So yeah, a lot of these apps which are coming up are going to make shopping very fascinating. And one thing they're going to do is make you get the better, the best bargain available, so you can actually, while you're buying a product, you can, through your mobile phone, check, is eBay or Amazon or Flipkart giving me a better deal or not? Okay, mobile ticketing is definitely going to get an impetus. You'll see a lot of banking product getting influenced by that. Your physical good buying is definitely going to change that way. A lot of marketing applications would come in, and here I mean the application of the entire concept into the field of marketing. So imagine when you know who's buying what, the ability of tracking them that much well and giving that message in a better way. That's definitely going to change. And quickly going to point number 2, and we talked about shopping going more social. Now, this is one example I always like to give. This is about a small bakery in London, and it's a corner bakery, and it does what bakeries are supposed to do. It makes breads, different type of bread. And what they've done is they've linked Twitter very nicely to their hardware. So here's an example of how a bakery could use this. So I mean, this is a small bakery. They probably have 500 followers, but bakery doesn't need that more than that. So every time something fresh comes out of the oven, there's a tweet that goes automatically, and people follow it on their mobile. And imagine a message saying the fresh blueberry cheesecakes are now out, and you have about 20 people queuing up to buy that, and that's what a bakery wants. I mean, so clearly, what this will allow marketers to do is do ambush deals. So if somebody's going for Domino's, what Pizza Hut could do, and vice versa. You get a lot of group deals as a part of that, because that's what social will allow. One guy is buying, 10 people buying, you get a better deal based on that. A lot of new ways of loyalty program that you could use your mobile phone to access with. Easy sharing with friends, so everything that you buy, you tell your friend, this is what I bought today, and you can make a whole lot of changes in that. Point number 3, quickly, the brick and mortar that will go digital. So a lot of companies which, where the business is so much brick and mortar, and you wonder how would it ever come into the realm of mobile. And the way things would be is something I thought this video again best describes. It's the IKEA's app on iPhone.
I never buy anything before I try. That's why I choose Iconic to set up my space. This time I want to buy a table. I select the section living room and I am in the category tables. I scan my room and I start. No, this one. That's it. I can get my info, the location and the aisle. Or even more, I can choose to have a tip. I want to keep it. Let's select it and add it to my previous group number 2. Next step, I want to take a picture. I select picture. Done. So now, let's check the picture in my archive. Images. This one. And don't forget, do my select items fit in my room? That's why I choose from the main menu top line. I give the dimensions. I place them. Oops. And I save. It's time for the meatballs now.
And so the cool part is the mobile part, the mortar, brick, using mobile. That's definitely going to make you compare products before you buy. Not generally get better deals, but how would it look? And there are a lot of these products which will need that. Imagine what it is doing to retailers. A lot of European American companies today, driven by recession, who can't hire too many people and can't hire a big place to serve people. They've started, gourmet food trucks, and that's another great example. Brick and mortar business going digital, and they actually follow based on location-based apps. They follow where are the people who would probably want to, eat what they actually prepare. It's making delivery much more faster. It's allowing, again, customized deal. Again, like we saw from the IKEA example, you get a quick experience. Before you purchase, you can just have an experience, say, so how does this thing look here? So that kind of brings us to the point 4, and I think I'm doing good on time. So return on innovation. So a lot of this space, because mobile, adds on so many innovative aspects, and you'll see a lot of brands and e-commerce companies actually demanding, what's the new thing that you do, and that's what this business would do. And I had 2 examples to show here in terms of some really kick-ass examples that have come up in the last couple of years. This is from AD2C Japan, and the example was from the summer of 2010. So going from Japan to Korea, and this one is probably something most of you have seen, but I just thought it was so cool that I couldn't exclude it from this list. And this is what Tesco did in Korea, and most of you have seen it, but
South Korea is a unique market. Tesco has been evolving itself, adjusting to the local market. It even changed the name itself from Tesco to Home Plus. And at last, it grew to rank number 2 in Korea. But Tesco had to overcome one obstacle, a fewer number of stores compared to the number 1 company, E-Mart. Mission: could we become number 1 without increasing the number of stores? We made an in-depth study into Koreans once more. Koreans are the second most hardworking people in the world. For them, grocery shopping once a week is a dreaded task. So we decided to approach these busy and tired people. Idea: let the store come to the people. We created virtual stores, hoping to blend into people's everyday lives. Our first try was subway stations. Although virtual, the displays were exactly the same as actual stores, from the display to the merchandise. Only one thing was different. You use smartphones to shop. Scan the QR code with your phone and the product automatically lands in your online cart. When the online purchase is done, it will be delivered to your door right after you get home. People can relax more after work and on weekends.
실제로 보면서 사니까 진짜 더 좋은 것 같아요. 편하기도 하고.
Result: people can shop at Tesco Home Plus wherever they go without having to visit the actual store. Moreover, we could change their waiting time to shopping time. After this campaign, online sales increased tremendously. Through this campaign, 10,287 consumers visited the online Home Plus mall using smartphones. The number of new registered members rose by 76%, and online sales increased 130%. Currently, Home Plus has become number 1 in the online market and is a very close second offline.
So the new ROI, I mean, that's going to rule. You'll see a lot of these new applications coming up, and the best idea will definitely win. What it's going to do is obviously bring in a lot of these multiple platforms together. So, everything that you could do, touch, sound, maybe smell someday, and link that with location, and you get a good idea that can be actually converted. It will also bring in a lot of fads, and we're going to be one key task to remove these fads away and look at what's the real trend. Okay. Other problem is going to be a lot of conflicting platforms. So how do you make sure that what you create works across the multiple platforms that you help you reach out to the audience? But most companies will have to use the right thing for them. It's clear and simple. They'll either evolve or perish using any of these technologies. So just in time for the fifth and the last point, okay? All this leads to mobile becoming your identity. And again, just one more video, quick short one.
Hello, can I get an iced coffee, please?
Sure. That'll be $3.50.
Can you put it under Brad?
Sure.
Thank you.
Thanks. Hi, I'd like a cappuccino, please. Sure. That'll be $3. Sure.
So that's a square card case which fits on any iPhone, iPad device, and you can just swipe a card and pay through that. I mean, all the examples that you saw from ShopKick app, the first one, to the Square Card case, this is definitely going to be a great impetus for this SME market. Imagine all you need to do is just buy that case, and that's it. Your consumers can pay directly from iPhone. So what does it lead to? It leads to obviously pure convenience. You don't need to worry whether you're carrying cash or not. And look at it importantly. Today, what does your phone talk about you? Your phone is such an important social graph of whatever you are. Imagine if you had to lose your phone and I get to find it, I probably know almost everything about you, because just by looking at the apps that you have, it makes me feel what kind of a person that you could be. But going ahead, it will even lead to your financial graph. Okay? So your mobile phone will say a lot about what you could buy and what you could do. So that leads to the next point, which is the security concern. A lot of work happening here. So Suresh talked about NFC, and NFC is going to be an important aspect of the next phone that you buy. You want to buy phones which are all NFC enabled, and NFC would allow you to make these payments virtually. And all that is coming up with security fixtures, which are based on combination of your touch, your voice, the location, even the gait. The way you walk will be like your personal passcode, and nobody else could use your phone. So lots of work happening even in that case. Thank you very much.